Hey, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey, check 1 2. Check. Check.
be able to do that right now. That one's on. One of these is on. This one's on.
May I have your attention, please? This is a 3-minute warning for the beginning of the operational briefing. I'd like to please ask you to move up to the front, give our speakers the respect they deserve and the courtesy to those around you by not having any side conversations. Additionally, any line leadership, including suppression repair, please report to a front chair. Again, we'll begin in 3 minutes. Thank you. All right, we have 0700. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 13th. Welcome to the operational briefing for the park incident. My name is Nick Wallingford, Planning Section Chief. Again, please take a moment to silence your cell phones and any other radios. We ask you to refrain from any side conversation, but if you must, please move to the back to not disturb others. For incident objectives, our management objectives remain unchanged. Our control objectives remain unchanged. And now to night ops for our current situation.
Good morning, Jeremy Pierce, Operations Section Chief. So first off, I'd like to say thank you for all the hard work. You can see all the hard work that was done yesterday on the IR map. As you pull it up, there's some, it just pointed out to me that it is indicative of all the hard work you guys have done. So please, let's keep that up. But as we come across the whole western side is on a patrol status, no calls for service, not a lot of smokes in that area. Looks really good. We just got to keep that patrol status up there. As you move around the top, we have that one section over by Manton Ridge with that big brush patch. It had no issues yesterday, and we're day 3 in a row with that, so let's keep that up. But we do need to keep an eye on it, so we'll continue to monitor that as we work our way around. Coming out the 36 corridor, looks great. You guys will see that driving out. A lot of hard work was done there. There's not a lot of smokes, but it is on a patrol status as well. And then we get into our Branch 15 area, which yesterday was our primary piece of line that we needed to work on, and that was in Tehama Union, Tehama Whiskey. Still a lot of heat in there. Snags are a big issue in there. Rollout's a huge issue in there. Mop up and water is also a little bit of a problem. all those issues were being taken care of yesterday with a lot of hard work. The water tender operations is getting smoother and smoother as we worked through there yesterday, and we will continue to do that as well. But we still have a lot of work. There's still a lot of heat in there, but great job yesterday all through that area. The 172 corridor, a lot of work was done in there. Still a lot of work as far as heat in there and snags on that 172. And then moving around the 36 corridor, it looks fantastic. Great job yesterday. Crews worked all day picking up the remainder smokes in that area, and we'll continue to do that. Moving over into branch 18, coming up around the L line and K line, there's still some big pockets in there and the occasional heat, and they were working all day in there and taking care of those, but it's starting to look really good as well. So moving down the entire 32 corridor, we started getting some more calls for services in the Forest Ranch area, and then up in the Cohasset in the evening yesterday. We had 3 or 4 calls for services as well. So we still got to continue as that ambassador for all the hard work you've done, and the crews were great in there handling all those calls for services, and I expect them to continue. But thanks again for all your hard work.
Weather.
Good morning. Tom Schultz, incident meteorologist, Park Incident. So I'm sure you folks can feel it this morning. It's a little bit cooler, and we are expecting more favorable conditions across the fire as we go through today. Last night, we did see some of the best relative humidity recoveries that we have seen in the past week or so. They got up to around 50 to 60%. Those conditions will be out there to start the morning. There is a weak temperature inversion that does have some light smoke trapped in the Mill Creek and South Battle Creek drainages, but that'll quickly mix out as we get into noon to 1300 or so, at which point we'll see winds increase out of the southwest, veering a little bit more to the west as you get up towards Highway 36. Though gusts will be lighter than we've seen the last few days, only 14 to 18 miles per hour for those higher ridgetop areas and southwest aligned drainages. Expect high temperatures in the 80s to upper 70s for those higher elevation areas. We'll see minimum RHs in the 20s and 30s as well. As we go through the rest of the afternoon into the evening, we'll see conditions calm down around 20 to 2100 with those drainage winds setting up overnight. Expect overnight maximum recoveries to be around 40 to 50%, so still pretty good. Now, if you flip to page 4 of your IEP, I just want to point out there is a QR code there at the bottom of the weather section. If you're ever curious to see what weather conditions are going on across the fire area, that QR code will take you to a site that has a couple of the RAWS stations placed around the fire. So just wanted to point that out. End of report.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Jan Smoots, fire behavior analyst for the Park Incident. So with those better conditions that we're going to see out there today, they're not going to have a major short-term effect on those larger fuels that have been burning out there, kind of driving the fire behavior. Those things are going to continue to consume. They're going to require a lot of mop-up, and they're still going to be available outside the lines if anything gets established as far as spot fires or rollout goes. What the weather conditions are going to do for you today is really knock out those fine dead fuels. They're going to bring up those fuel moistures, the light flashy fuels around the perimeter in the lower elevations. They're not going to be as available or receptive to new starts. And combine that with the lower wind speeds, we're going to have less potential for spotting, and we're going to see a much shorter burn period. That kind of active window for fire behavior today is going to be picking up in the early afternoon and last into the early evening, and then things are going to really shut down as the RH recovery start to come up overnight. So overall, things are looking very favorable for mop-up operations and keeping the fire within the current footprint. Take advantage of those conditions and have a productive day.
Safety.
Good morning, Josh Kitchens, Safety Officer, Park Incident. This morning you can find your safety message on page 6 and 7. Please use the safety message in the IAP as a tool to brief your crews. We've been here for a few weeks now, many of us 2 to 3 weeks. We've had the same assignments, same ground. We've had lots of success with those assignments. The comfortability with success can lead to complacency. Also, we've been experiencing fatigue from being here for 2 to 3 weeks. This also leads to complacency. Go out today, take a tactical pause, evaluate your abilities and your crew's abilities and what you need to do to continue to be successful. Make sure we don't let complacency stop us from making good decisions today. Make sure we continue working, wearing our PPE. Look up, look down, look around. Thank you.
Air operations.
Good morning, Team Park. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations on the Park incident. Air Operations will continue to support your needs in meeting your operational objectives. We have air attack and fixed wing available on request. Helco will be up over the fire. We still support you out of 2 helibases with 10 Type 1, 3 Type 2, and 4 Type 3 aircraft. CAL FIRE supports us with our day rescue ship. I've talked to you every day about the California National Guard supporting us with a night rescue ship. We no longer have a night rescue ship available to us. I just want to give a shout out to the California National Guard for that support. Additionally, the California, Arizona, and Nevada National Guard supported us during this firefight with Type 1 firefighting aircraft, and I just want to thank them. I want to give a shout out to all of our military members, past, present, active, inactive, and those that made the ultimate sacrifice in protecting the freedoms that we enjoy living in this great nation. Clear eyes, full heart. God bless Team Park. God bless our military, and God bless America.
Communications.
Good morning, Jack Daniels, Communications Leader for the Park Incident. Please open your IAP to page 65. Today's IAP has 2 205s, one for the Tehama Zone, one for the Butte Zone. As a reminder, the only frequencies authorized to be used on the Park Incident are those that are listed within your 205. For Branch 18, you will be remaining in the same zone, so look in the Butte Zone for Branch 18, even though you're assigned to the Tehama camp. On page 67, we have our NIFC repeater command map for your reference. And on the following page is some information about the NIFC system to help improve performance with your radios when you're out on the line. If you're new to the incident or you do not have version 5, which is our current clone, please come see us at the communications trailer located off to my right in front of the communications van. Thank you and have a safe shift.
Medical.
Good morning, Steve McGarry, Park Incident Medical. I'm glad I don't have to go up after air ops, but I do have something to mention. Recently, the Gilroy firefighters were assigned to this incident on a Type 6, and they noticed some commotion around their pool. They assisted in rescuing a 7-year-old girl and provided CPR and ALS. She's expected to make a full recovery after a near drowning in a pool in a hotel. So we'd like to make special recognition to them and just be heads up out there, no matter where we are, we may be needed. Moving on to today. Page 69 is going to have the 206 for medical plan. In the Butte Zone, CalMat closes at 2000 hours tonight. Their MERT is closed, so the CDCR partners will need to come to this camp for any medical assistance. We'll provide CalMat and MERT here moving forward, and we will have dedicated ALS ambulances, line medics, and REMs assigned to the fire. At the bottom of page 6 is emergency reporting information. Please have that information available and we'll get you the closest resource. Thank you.
Information.
Good morning, Wendy Oaks, Information Park Incident. I don't know how to follow all this, but our PIO saved a puppy yesterday. So if you'll turn to page 70, I'll give you some updated numbers. At the bottom of that page is an address for receiving packages. And as a reminder, we have a lost and found at the front trailer, the PIO trailer. We have credit cards, cell phones, an iPad, a radio, and a wheel chalk. So some good stuff. If you're missing it, stop by and see us. For today's numbers, the acreage is 429,259. That's 429,259. The containment is at 39%. That's 39. And the total personnel is 5,638. 5638. Keep up the great work and stay safe out there.
Training.
Good morning, Anthony Masuko, training specialist for the Park Incident. Just a reminder, the final call for the training shop in Chico will be this afternoon at 1400 hours. All future training needs will be facilitated here in Tehama. Checking in, just bring by your validated task book and we'll get you checked in just a few moments. Checking out, just bring your task book evaluation record and ICS 225 and we'll get you a validated training record. Have a safe shift.
And now for the Tehama Zone roll call and division assignments.
Good morning, Tyler Holquist, Resource Unit Leader, Park Incident.
Good morning, Kent Cunningham, Tehama Operations.
Branch 1012, La Monica. Divisions Delta, Schmidt. Juliet, Spalding.
Okay, Mike, Branch 1012, you guys have been doing great work in there. Continue getting those lines validated, make sure that everything's good, take away any heat from that as we turn the corner in Branch 1012. So keep up the great work, keep driving them in there.
Branch 15, Frederick. Divisions Quebec, DiMartino. Uniform, Rambo. Whiskey, Kenyon. X-Ray, Peterson. Mickelargy.
Okay, Shane, priorities today for Branch 15 is west of Mill Creek on 172. We've had the fallers in there for the last couple days doing great work. Now it's time to get that mopped up. We'll need to be aware in there today. There's still some snags in there deep, so make sure that we're looking up, looking around, looking down. The Rock Garden in Tehama Union, and then also the part in Tehama X-Ray where it's backing down in the meadow. We need to get that mopped up. That's really the only smoke production out there on the tip of this thing.
Branch 18, Pooley. Divisions Charlie, Haley. Echo, Fowler. Foxtrot, Cassone.
Okay, Pooley, great work in there in Branch 18. That was a heck of a stop, a heck of a catch. We need to validate the line today. We need to continue to make sure that the lines are secure, and we need to pull hose where appropriate. So keep going in Branch 18 to make sure that we hold on to all the great work that you guys have done in there.
Branch Tehama, Fire Suppression Repair, Morris. Schultz.
Okay, suppression repair, we're making great progress. We continue to add divisions in there, road groups, all that good stuff. So continue to push them forward. I'll leave you with this today. This is a what have you done for me lately business. Everybody has done an excellent job slowing and stopping a 430,000 acre fire. However, if we leave a mess for this unit, whether it's suppression repair, garbage on the line, hose and hose lays, berms where they're not supposed to be and knocked down, that's what we'll be remembered for when we leave. So go out there today. If you identify something, make something better today so that we leave a great product for this unit when we get out of here. Thank you.
A few reminders at the conclusion of briefing. Please ensure to go to your division breakouts, beginning with Division Tehama Delta Echo on your left and wrapping all the way around. If you are unassigned, please ensure you go to the unassigned booth where you got your IAP. In your IAP, also refer to page 78. We have additional documents through a QR located there. For meetings today, the next cooperators meeting is at 1000 hours. The next planning meeting is at 1700 hours. And the next operational briefing will be tomorrow in the same place at 0700 hours. And now to our Unified Incident Commanders for closing comments.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kristen Allison, and today I get to bring you a message from your last National Forest Supervisor. They are very appreciative of your service on the fire. We know that you have all been away from your friends and family for a long while, working in tough and hot conditions. Many of those acres have been on your Forest Service lands. Due to your successful efforts, those lands will be available to all of us for many years to come. I want to remind you that your work is making a lasting impact. Have a great shift.
And good morning. My name is Andy Turner, Unified Incident Commander from Team 4. I want to thank you for your attention this morning and thank you for the work you're about to go out and do. My time this morning will be to honor the memory of Battalion Chief Matthew Burchett, who passed away on the Mendocino complex this day in 2018. And we need to let it be a reminder of how perilous and dangerous this job is. A special thank you to those folks from Draper, Utah, who are here today, again in California, come across to help us with another mega fire. So our hearts are with you as you go out on the line today. So with that, let's make today's focus in honor of Burchett's memory on safety. You know, take your time, mitigate hazards, limit your risk. Take care of yourselves, take care of your crew. Have a good day.
That concludes today's morning briefing. We appreciate your guys' extra attention today. Have a safe, productive shift.